The Hornets continue their road dominance, and Kon Knueppel makes history. We'll talk about it all today. Locked On Hornets.
You are Locked On Hornets, your daily Charlotte Hornets podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
In a minute, cuz we live.
It's Locked On Hornets, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. It's your team every day. Thanks for making us your first listen. We are free and available anywhere you get your pods. Are you reaching for it? Are you going to do it? Doug's doing it. Doug's doing it. Anywhere you get your pods, we are free and available, but also we're on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, one, subscribe while you're here if you haven't. Like us, rate us, do all that stuff you do with your favorite YouTuber. And if you are watching us on the Locked On Hornets YouTube channel, you see that Doug has thrown his previous cap and he's put on the big dub hat. Pacers win. Doug, Kon Knueppel making history. That's got to be the reason for the big dub hat.
Yeah, all of it. I think I might have broken something. I'm a little scared I don't know where exactly that hat landed. I may have broken something, but it's okay.
Did you wake the baby? That's the biggest concern that you should have. Please don't wake the baby.
I'm honestly a little scared. But the baby might have to get over it tonight because Kon Knueppel has made history. The Charlotte Hornets continue to dominate on the road. They are fully healthy. They are fully Kobe-ized. And it is a beautiful thing to watch. And Kon Knueppel, I mean, the guy, I had a feeling, Walker. I'm just going to tell you straight up. I even pre-prepped a segment that's going to air tomorrow on Yahoo Sports Daily with the idea of the segment being that Kon Knueppel broke the rookie three-pointers made record. I just had it ready to go. I spoke it into the universe. That's what everybody tells you to do now, right? Speak it into the universe. That's what I did. And Kon did it.
That's what LeVar tells you to do. So you were just following in LeVar Ball's footsteps.
Never
That's
lost.
Doug Branson for you. Doug Branson, everyhornetsboxscore.com. Also, check out Yahoo Sports Daily to listen to the Kon segment. Jason Fitz, Caroline Fenton, they'll be talking about it, but you'll know who produced it behind the scenes. It's Doug Branson. I'm Walker Mail. Listen to me, WFNZ, every weekday from 12 to 3 p.m. Sports Radio 92.7 FM. This episode, by the way, is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Have your cake and drink it too. Birthday cake flavor is back. No fork needed. Vanilla cakey flavor. Oh, it sounds great. Caffeinated kick. No sugar. It's party time, baby. Order now at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon. All right, you got the big dub hat. Let's talk about it. Hornets win. They beat the Pacers 133-109. It's their 9th straight road win. They're now 7-15 away. Once Atlanta wins their game against Washington, which is all but a foregone conclusion at this point, Charlotte will remain the 10 seed, just a half game back of the Hawks. Charlotte is 2 games back of Miami in the 8th spot. The Heat lost to Philly tonight. That means Charlotte is 4.5 back from the 76ers. A little bit of a catch-22 game there. We'll see what happens with Orlando. They're in a tight matchup with Houston in the 4th quarter. Down the stretch, we'll get clarity before the end of the pod. But Charlotte sweeps its 3-game road trip by a combined 73 points, thanks to the Pearl from Sam Purley, the man at Hornets.com. Hornets also set the record for most three-pointers in a 3-game span with 72. That's right, they tie a record, but it's been absolutely bonkies what they've been doing. 25 threes against Washington, 25 threes the last time out, and then 22 threes here against Indiana. Okay, so we'll get to all the team stuff. We'll get to Brandon Miller going for a season-high 33. Yet, Brandon, I'm sorry, you're not the story. You were very good. You hit a bunch of shots. It was awesome to see, I think, what you did in the 3rd quarter. But Kon Knueppel breaks the rookie single-season record for made three-pointers. He did it in 60 games. Keegan Murray had the record at 206. He's now 2nd. Not only did Kon pass him in this game, Kon continued to fill it up. He's now at 209. Who knows where he could go? Here's what's at play before I throw it back to you, Doug. Kon could reach 50, 40, 90. I care about this. I don't know if I told you that.
I know.
Right now, he's at 49, 44, 89. Those are the numbers after the Indiana game. He's 91 three-pointers away from 300 total threes in a season. Okay, 22 games left. He'd have to hit 4.2 a game the rest of the way to reach 300. If he does, then he'll be in rarefied air. That feat has only been reached 10 times. Steph did it 6 times. Crazy. James Harden, Ant Edwards, Malik Beasley, Klay Thompson, they're the only other members of that club. Going to be really tough, but it's in play in Kon's rookie season. Doug, we're at the point where the only shooter on the planet that I know is better than Kon Knueppel is Steph Curry. And after that, I got nothing for you. We're watching one of the best rookie seasons of all time, and now we have a big three-point record to cement it.
The way this guy can just get on one of those in-the-zone, unconscious streaks in a game, like he did in the first quarter, when on the first three that he hit off a blob play, it stopped a Pacers 10-0 run. I mean, this is one of those crazy, dangerous Pacers games. They're already 0-2 on the season to the Pacers, but no Pascal Siakam, no Nesmith, just a bunch of C-teamers trying to make a statement against a team that they've already beaten twice. And the Hornets, once again, this entire road trip, they start games like they've forgotten how to play basketball, and they did the same thing here. And Kon Knueppel says, enough is enough. I'm going to hit this three. Then I'm going to hit another one. And then I'm going to hit another one. He hit back-to-back-to-back jacks in the first quarter to help the Hornets not get too far behind. And then not completely disappears because he spends all that time refusing to be screened, hitting the floor for loose balls, and doing all kinds of other little things that help the Hornets generate offense and get into transition. But then he waits to the end of the second quarter to tie the rookie record, 45 seconds left, and then waits a little while longer to break it. But he can sit back, he can do his thing, he can stand in the corner, he can use his gravity to help create for others, and then all of a sudden explode. And he's a special, special player. After the game, asked about the rookie record. This is my favorite part, because he's been asked about it multiple times. He was asked about it at the All-Star break. Shannon Spake has been trying to drag a comment out of him, doing the best she could to get
Shannon.
one single thing from him on this record. And the most hilarious thing is he pretended like it didn't exist. He pretended like he didn't know. He's like, record numbers? What? I shoot three-pointers? I don't know about that. I'm a basketball player? Like, he completely just was not even wanting to recognize it. And then finally he does. And what's the first thing he says? Credit to my teammates. They set me up. He is all gas, no ego. He gets a Gatorade and water bath from his teammates who all love him. It's just a beautiful thing. Honestly, I feel like I'm dreaming. I can't believe that this is what the Hornets, this is the guy the Hornets drafted. I mean, just all of the draft trauma that we've been through, that Kon would fall in their laps at 4 like this, and that they would take advantage of it. It's amazing.
Which, by the way, in the interview, when he got all the water dumped on him, he said, yeah, this sucks.
This sucks.
And then, I don't want any of this water done. This sucks. I don't want this to happen to me. Okay, I want to take a break here, and I want to continue to talk about Kon on the other side. Coming up next on the Locked On Hornets podcast.
Bees everywhere!
I have a really important question for you, Doug. I have an important question for the people, the sickos that listen to Locked On Daily. A really important Kon Knueppel question. I'll ask it after the break. This episode is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Welcome to the 5 Hour Energy Flavor Draft with 18 different flavors to choose from, including new options like confetti craze, fruity rainbow, or cotton candy. There's something for everyone with 5 Hour Energy. The board is set, the flavors are ready, and I've got my number one pick for the 5 Hour Energy Flavor Draft. I used to like grape a long time ago, but maybe there's going to be a new number one draft pick for Walker Mayall's selection. 5 Hour Energy shots give you a boost with 0 sugar. 5 Hour Energy has a lot of upcoming flavor innovations planned for you as well. So there are plenty of flavors to start to do your research on and figure out what is the number one pick in your life when it comes to 5 Hour Energy. Find your new favorite flavor, 5 Hour Energy shots, available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon. More Locked On Hornets ahead. Here's my question, Doug.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you my question in just a moment. I got to tell you about the Everydayers Club before I even ask the question. You get access to an ad-free audio feed for Locked On Hornets if you join the Everydayers Club by going to lockedonhornets.supercast.com. lockedonhornets.supercast.com. For just $5 a month, you get access to an ad-free audio feed for Locked On Hornets, plus an invite to the members-only Locked On Hornets group chat. You get exclusive access to national bonus shows. You get a members-only Locked On merch store. Am I done? No, I'm not. You get a 60% discount on additional everyday or club member level subscriptions as well. Again, just go to lockedonhornets.supercast.com. It's only $5 a month, or you could save 17% if you choose the yearly option. Here's my question about Kon, who is going absolutely bonkers. He's averaging close to 20 points per game on 49, 44, 89 shooting right now. He appeared in the three-point contest. He might make 300 threes. He's already set the rookie single-season three-point makes record, and he did it in 60 games. Okay, here's my question. If I told you before the draft that Kon Knueppel's best statistical season would be one that looks like this, you didn't know when it was going to come, but the only thing you knew is that there would be a season for Kon in his career that looks exactly like this statistical season, and it's his best. It's his best statistical season. Do you still draft him at 4 overall? You don't know it's going to be the rookie season. I just tell you that this statistical season is going to be the best one that he ever posts. Are you still drafting Kon Knueppel 4th overall if you know that before you select him?
That's a really interesting question, because it is, I mean, the numbers are crazy, but I look beyond the numbers, and I still like, there's still growth that I think Kon is capable of in terms of becoming his own scorer that can set himself up, in terms of becoming his own playmaker that can set others up. He's already doing a lot of that, but I still think there's room to grow. This is the crazy part to me, is that I think he can still become a better on-ball scorer from 3. Like, he does so much, and he did in this game, did so much great work off the ball, coming to the ball, curling off of screens, and then the speed at which he can get off of a screen or a DHO, grab the ball, get up into a shooting motion and fire, is incredible, but yet he still has room to grow there. So, like, if that was his best season, see, this is the unfairness of the question.
It's not fair. It's not fair. It's totally true. It's not a fair question.
And particularly on this night, I just feel like there's so much more. I want more. I'm a greedy sicko. I want more now. And so if you told me this was the best, I don't know. I want more.
Well, I mean, I think, but you, in this scenario, you wouldn't have not already seen all that Kon had to offer, that this was the first year. I think when you see this stat in this alternate universe, when you see this basketball reference page, you don't think it's going to be his first season. You think, oh, well, he won't reach this until he gets to year 4. And then maybe he's flirting with an all-star appearance, but you're not going to see it his first year. So at that point, I think there's a real shot that you still would have taken him 4th overall with Ace Bailey and Trey Johnson still on the table. And by the way, Ace Bailey doing some nice things over there in Utah. I like what I see for the most part. I really like Trey Johnson. You and I were both fans. But what Kon is doing right now, regardless of, I don't know how much the answer is really all that important, to be honest with you. It's the fact that we can ask it. It's the fact that it's his rookie season, and we can ask this, and we could say maybe if this was his best season, or just maybe if it was, you'd still take him right there at that spot in what is still wildly a deep draft class. The fact that he's even shooting 50% on 2s, which is huge, man. I saw somebody, when I put up the tweet that I want 50, 40, 90 so bad, I did have somebody respond to me saying, look, he did the numbers are arbitrary argument thing with me, which I understand. I get it. We put emphasis on the nice round numbers that are 50, 40, 90. We do not have a club that flows off of the tongue. 49, 44, 89 doesn't flow as easily as 50, 40, 90. So I totally get that the numbers are arbitrary. And he said, you put on 57% from 2, only Steph has reached these types of marks before. Like, that's the type of category that you're in. It's only with Steph. And so with that being said, I think you still might do it, but either way, you're right. The important thing is this is the base. This is the launching pad for Kon. And I'm not sure if this is going to be the best season, the best shot that he ever has at 50% overall from the field because the volume is going to go up. It might be a lot harder to pass that threshold. I don't know what's going to play out, but that's the fact that this could be, it's his rookie season. It's usually a launching pad for great careers, for great players. And the fact that he's doing this in his first season, it is kind of wild. And I don't know how big the jump's going to be, but you're right. It does feel like there's a lot more on the table for Kon.
They are nice round numbers, but they're also very difficult numbers to achieve all at the same time.
Absolutely.
Only 15 players in NBA history have achieved those nice round numbers, and a rookie has never done it.
So it's 9 players. It's happened 15 times,
Oh,
right?
I'm sorry,
so
15 times.
but yeah, he would be the 10th, and it would be the 16th time that it's ever happened.
15 players within the time and space in which they existed.
Fair enough. That number works. Okay. That's a nice round number, 15. Let's just stick with that one.
Nice round metaphysics. So yes, I mean, it would be incredibly impressive for him to do it. But here's the thing, like if he does fall short, going back to what I was talking about in the first segment, the way he reacted to the lead up to this record and then reacted after the record, I think he has a level of humility and yet focus and yet confidence and yet all of these things that make me think this is not a flash in the pan. I don't know yet if he's going to be the best player out of this draft. I don't know if this is going to be a Carmelo LeBron situation where LeBron wins Rookie of the Year, but Carmelo should have won Rookie of the Year. Obviously, LeBron is in the GOAT conversation. Carmelo Anthony not in the GOAT conversation. I don't know if that's what we're going to be facing here with Kon Knueppel and his teammate at Duke, Cooper Flagg. I mean, VJ Edgecombe has looked really, really good in Philadelphia, and unlike Kon, he has been buried by superstar level play from Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. And so, Dylan Harper has some things to say. I don't know. And also there's a rookie class coming in. It's going to be like one of the best rookie classes ever. So there is so much to be written. But man, I mean, how can you not come away from the Kon Knueppel experience and go, whatever happens, that guy's going to be, I'm confident now, perennial all-star. Like, I'm just going to say perennial all-star. I don't know if he's going to be the best player from this draft class, but I'm confident, more confident than any other player on this team, including Brandon Miller, including LaMelo Ball, that this guy can string together 4 or 5 or 6 all-star seasons together.
Yeah, and not to focus on the one thing constantly like I do with the statistical achievements, but it's just insane that here he is already doing so at such an efficient level. A couple things before we move on to the last segment. So many people, I don't want to say so many, but there have been people that brought up the LeBron Carmelo thing. And one, I want to say it feels like people, I didn't realize like that this was some kind of piece of lore in NBA history that Carmelo got robbed. Like I don't remember that being the case. I don't know, man. LeBron was awesome his rookie season. I think we just chill on that.
You don't remember it precisely because of the reason that LeBron won it, because we were all in the hype NATO of the witnessing the king arising and LeBron and everything. Like, I just think we were all in it. But if you look at the numbers, I don't personally remember having the conversation, but if you look back at the numbers, there's a solid argument that Carmelo had the better rookie season.
Well, yes, there's a difference between that's fair. There's a difference between there being a solid argument and Carmelo got robbed. Like, Carmelo did not get robbed. LeBron was clearly just as worthy as Carmelo, but it was 50-50. Here's the thing, like for Kon, if we just want to dive into the Rookie of the Year conversation, man, go ahead. Give it to Cooper with all of this stuff that Kon is doing. Like, you can say, oh, well, it's just the 3-point shooting. No, it's not. And the people who might even just say that, they're going to know it. Go ahead. I'll say it again, Doug. If they look at this stat, okay, if they look at all of the stats that Kon is putting up and they watch the game and they still want to say that Cooper is Rookie of the Year, it means Kon Knueppel never had a shot. On a winning team where they are winning because of him, it quite literally means Kon Knueppel never had a single shot in hell to win Rookie of the Year if he doesn't win it with everything he's doing right now.
Well, so this, to me, the scenario where Cooper wins is that he does come back from this foot sprain and puts up the numbers that he was putting up going into that injury, which were dominant, which were like just better numbers than what Kon is even capable of putting up, because Kon is on a better team, and the Hornets are a better team, not only because they have more talent, but because they're sharing the basketball. And part of the reason they can share the basketball is because Kon Knueppel exists, because he's a player that makes other players better. Okay, that's a very nuanced argument that you and I can understand, can internalize. Right. The sickos that are listening right now, they can understand and internalize because they watch it every night. Voters are not going to care about that. They're going to go to They're going to go to Basketball Reference. They're going to see. They're going to remember the near 50-point games that Cooper was putting up, and that's what they're going to vote for. Now, the scenario where Kon wins is that he has done these records, and the Mavericks are very careful with Cooper Flagg and this injury. They don't want to risk it, and maybe he doesn't come back very quickly, and there's a games played issue. I think Kon is starting to creep into that, but you look at the betting lines right now, and everything is still in favor of Cooper Flagg, because if he comes back and he's averaging 27, 28 points a game, like, it's going to be very difficult for those casual voters that aren't watching the Hornets very closely to put Kon up.
Yeah, and that we can continue this. All right, we'll give you some finishing Kon Knueppel thoughts coming up next on the Locked On Hornets podcast.
And the Hornets won.
He's everywhere.
We'll give you some more observations from the game, plus finish the Kon thoughts. So we still have plenty more to get to. Last segment, LOH. This episode is brought to you by Game Time. Game Time? There's nothing like being in the NBA arena, the crowd, the energy, the moment. Getting tickets, though, that part hasn't always been so simple. That's why Game Time has become the go-to app for scoring tickets fast without the hassle. It puts the advantage back where it belongs, with the fans. You could pull up the Game Time app and you could pick an upcoming NBA game with tickets locking in within minutes for you. You might love seeing the all-in price up front. It's my favorite feature. No surprise fees at checkout. Plus, being able to see the view from the seat before buying makes the decision much easier. Take the guesswork out of buying NBA tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code LOCKEDON for $20 off your first purchase. That's code LOCKEDON, Locked On, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. And remember, it's gametime.co, not gametime.com. This episode is also brought to you by Indeed. Workplace chaos, deadlines stacking up, inbox overflowing, and the one position you have to fill is still sitting open. When the pressure's on and you need the right hire, this is a job for Sponsored Jobs. Indeed Sponsored Jobs helps you reach the people who actually fit what you're looking for, skills, experience, and location, so you're not just hoping the right candidate stumbles across your post. And here's a stat that says it all. In the minute I've been talking to you, companies like yours made 27 hires on Indeed, according to Indeed data worldwide. So if you're hiring, spend less time searching and more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes with Indeed Sponsored Jobs. Spend less time searching, more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right person to cut through the chaos, this is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this pod. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs. More Locked On Hornets ahead. I'm starting to let the sickness out a little bit by wanting all of the accolades, and I want the award, and I need to calm fan Walker Mail down, all right? You have the big dub hat on. I get excited seeing the big W stare right back at me in the face, and I see W's for Rookie of the Year award. I see W's all over the place. I need to calm down. I think Cooper Flagg winning Rookie of the Year, I wouldn't say that Kon would get outright robbed of that. Cooper's an incredible basketball player. I think he is probably still the better prospect long-term because of all the tools that he has. Although if you were to challenge that, this is the type of season that you would have to put up in order to challenge that.
Right.
Even still, people would choose Cooper. The whole voter stuff, though, I do wonder if the voters actually value what Kon is giving you more than what Cooper is giving you. Because it's not like it's solely a popularity contest. I do think that we're getting a lot of pub with Kon Knueppel. ESPN, SportsCenter, NBA writers, podcast. I mean, even if you were to say casual fans are the ones voting on it, there are a lot of publications that casual fans visit, and those publications are telling you Kon's actually the guy. He's getting so much fanfare right now. It's actually something that we're not used to. LaMelo wins all the popularity contests because he's one of the most popular basketball players in all of the NBA. I didn't expect this for Kon, and I do wonder how that does play out in the Rookie of the Year voting.
No, I totally hear you on that, because what I said earlier was that Cooper's going to have to come back and retake the headlines. I think he can do that because that's how talented he is on both ends of the floor. He can dominate a game defensively in a way that Kon can't. He can dominate a game offensively in a way that Kon, I think, is capable of, but is not often given the opportunity to. And he'll have more opportunities to do that. If this does come down to a close vote, I mean, I remember Kendrick Perkins not putting Brandon Miller on his all-rookie ballot because he forgot that Brandon Miller existed. That's the universe that we live in with some of these votes. So I have, if it were down to the margins,
I do love that.
I'm a little scared.
You're afraid of people forgetting who Kon is. I think that's the sickness seeping in, and that's fair. Jeff Teague actually did go with the Kon would get robbed if he doesn't win it. Club 520, on their podcast, he was saying it's crazy. It's crazy to see.
No, Kon is all over the place. And when we talked about Rookie of the Year before the season started or early in the season, you and I predicted that this was how it was going to happen. That you would have to have a Cooper situation where the team was bad, where the team was very bad, where they weren't even in any kind of postseason conversation, where Kon Knueppel was setting records. These were the kinds of things that would have to happen. And we said, obviously you didn't want it to be like a Cooper season-ending injury. No one would want to win like that. But if Cooper was experienced a few dings and doinks here along the season, and Kon was able to stay healthy all season, that would work in Kon's favor as well. And all of those things have fallen into place, except Cooper has been dominant when he's been on the floor, and dominant enough, I think, to still hold some sway with voters if he can come back and continue that.
It will be interesting to see how voters also view Kon doing this with a winning team. Cooper's not, but also Cooper is on a team that needs a lot of help, and they're putting him at point guard at the beginning of the year because they desperately need ball handling. You don't have Kyrie. You don't have as much talent to take the attention away from Cooper. While I clearly want Kon to win, Kon is in a great situation simply by just playing right next to LaMelo, who does a lot of unlocking for Kon. Brandon, same thing. I mean, hell, all three of them have made the most amount of threes since the new year. It's crazy. And it's not like three of them are in the top 10. They are 1, 2, and 3, with LaMelo being number 1. And then it's Kon and Brandon, I think, at 2 and 3 or vice versa. It's nuts. So Kon is clearly in a great situation to unlock what all of this is. And that's something you will not hear me argue. If you wanted to say, hey, look, man, it's been rough for Cooper down in Dallas with all the injuries they've suffered, and you're asking him to do something very different from Kon, hey, I'll tip my big dub hat to you and say you got me on that one, because the players surrounding Kon, they clearly help him. All right, speaking of the other players, did you want to get into some observations from this game, Doug?
Well, I mean, closing the road trip strong. Winning on the road, always important. The competition level has not been great. I'm glad that they're not following this game up with a top tier team. Like you're going to play Portland on Saturday. It's a weird tip time. They've been doing great with weird tip times. So that's going to play in their favor.
They love a matinee. Yeah.
So it's going to be matinee ball. But it's good. They get to dip their feet a little bit into some better competition, and we'll see how they respond to that. Because we've been seeing them beat up on these teams now that they're fully, healthy. They've got all their players back, Moose, Miles. They're getting Coby. Coby didn't have a great game in this one, although he did stick with it and made some good plays. Had three of Kon's shots came on Coby assists. So, he didn't have a great shooting night, though. But he's still finding his way back from the calf issue. So yeah, I mean, confident that this team can continue and maybe build on this and try to get that streak pulled together that I think they're going to need if they want to scoot past Atlanta, get into that conversation with Orlando and Miami.
Yeah, big win in the case of, one, you got the big dub hat. I don't need to tell you. But here's what I like from the Hornets. The fact that they're destroying all the teams that they need to beat. I mean, they're just killing them. In the third quarter, they come out and destroy them. In the second quarter of this one, they come out and beat the hell out of Indiana. Like, I don't love the bad starts, but at least you're stopping the bad issues earlier and earlier now with the way that they played against the Pacers. So I love that over the last 3 games.
Well, it's different players. I mean, it's Brandon in the third quarter going absolutely nuclear from 3. It's Grant Williams doing it in the second quarter. It's Kon doing it in the first quarter. It's Moussa Diabate in the middle of the second quarter. That's when, in this course of this road trip, the Hornets have decided to turn it on at about the 5-minute mark of the second quarter, and they did it again in this game, did it against Chicago, did it in this one with a 4 offensive rebound possession. And, sluggish offensive start, they respond, they turn up the physicality, they turn up the effort. A lot of that was Moussa Diabate. LaMelo Ball, we haven't even mentioned this guy who scored 20 points, had 8 assists in this game, drew a team high 4 fouls. He was focused on getting to the rim again, focused on not taking himself out of games with fouling. Shot a great percentage, 7 of 12, was a really efficient offensive player tonight. So it would have been, on a night that you didn't have Kon going for 8 3-pointers and Brandon going for 6, LaMelo would have been a huge, huge story. But instead, he's your third best player tonight, and they win, they win handily.
Rapid fire observations. The Brandon Miller surge. It was great to see him. Needed it. It was a bad start for him. Had a great pass off of the dribble, by the way, in the paint early in this one, but there were a few bad turnovers, and it just felt like, oh man, you're kind of in this rut right now. And he got out of that completely in the second half. So that was a big bounce back for Brandon. Moussa, Olivia was talking to me during this game, and she said, you know what? I used to think, I liked Moussa. This is her talking to me. I like Moussa, but I also thought a little bit of it was you just being a little nutso. But I get it. He's everywhere. I was like, yes, he's everywhere. He's everywhere all the time. He teleports.
You know what you are? You are the character in every apocalypse movie. At the very beginning, some crazy person is carrying around a sign that says the end is near, and everybody's like, ha, ha, ha. And then the meteor comes, and everybody's like, oh, God. And the meteor is named Moussa Diabate, and he's just absolutely destroying, leveling cities. Indiana, Chicago, whoever. These just leveling. There was one moment, and I don't know if it was after the 4 offensive rebound possession or a block shot or something crazy that Moose did that had the whole bench throwing up the Moose.
It was a dunk. It was a dunk going baseline. I think it was I think Connaughton. It was a Connaughton drive, and then Moose slams it, and then everybody's putting up the Moose antlers. Yeah, it was great.
But that was funny. But then they cut to Moose. It was something that forced an Indiana timeout, and so Moose is heading back to the bench, and the camera goes close to him going into the break. And I swear to God, he's licking his lips. He's like, nom, 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 nom. Because he's feasting. The man is hungry. And the only thing that's going to satiate his hunger is just destroying people. It is
his offensive rebounds. He needs more. He's a hungry moose, not a hungry hippo, a hungry muso. So Moose is doing crazy. You mentioned LaMelo. I did want to note 4 of 4 from 2-point range in this one. You're right. The efficiency, it was there. It was a perfect 4 of 4 inside the 3-point arc. Really like that from our guy.
And his defense was focused too. And he got smoked on a few. He's going to always get smoked on a few.
So did Kon. It happened a couple times.
But they've been holding teams under 100 and almost did it to the Pacers here. And 109. I mean, could have easily done it but that one guy Potter, they're like, where were the Dementors? Like, come on, Potter was lighting them up from 3. That's a Harry Potter reference, right? I don't know. I've seen the movies.
Yeah.
They could have easily done it here. The defense is fine. And part of the reason it's fine, and not even fine, better than fine, is because guys like LaMelo have done what we've asked LaMelo to do for so many years, which is don't be an abject disaster defensively. Just go to like sort of the 30th percentile. If you can get to the 30th percentile in defense, and that's what he did tonight, and it was great.
I thought LaMelo was very good. Last thing, I guess ending kind of on a sour note, but not terribly. Just probably the game that I felt Miles Bridges the least in a game that he played. It just didn't feel him at all. And you look at the stats: 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, 2 defensive rebounds, and didn't go to the foul line. I just kind of got to be the quietest stat line that he's put up. Played 24 minutes. It just has to be one of the, all across the board, one of the lowest stats in a bunch of different categories that I've seen from him.
Well, with Kon's ascension, with Brandon Miller starting to feel himself even more and more, you have to wonder, particularly as they get playoff ready, how much, and with Coby White's addition and trying to get him into a rhythm and get him more involved, like how long they can sustain 4 different guys getting that many shots and all playing effectively. If something has to give, if something has to get trimmed down, and you would think the obvious candidate is Miles Bridges, and his defense hasn't been great. You haven't felt him defensively this season, and I'm not. We would often criticize Miles for falling asleep on like backdoor cuts. Like that was the big knock on his defense. Yeah. I think it's been more than that this season. I mean, he's getting beat on ball. Like, I mean, he's you can look at a lot of different metrics, and if you want, go to the game notes that I wrote for Every Hornets Box Score. I linked a piece from Mike Shear on Basketball Poetry who talked about Bridges' defense and looked at some of the numbers, and really, like any defensive metric you look at, he has been the worst Charlotte Hornets defender by far on a team that is playing better defensively. So, yeah, I don't know where it all shakes out, but I feel like just something has to give as they get closer to playoff time.
I thought he was good against Chicago, by the way. 7 rebounds, 16 points. But just looking at the game log, this is actually in a game that he did not get thrown out because of a brawl or did not leave because of an injury. It is tied for the second least amount of points that he scored. He is tied with 6 field goal attempts for the second, the least amount of field goal attempts all season long. So points and field goal attempts in a game he did not leave early, it ties for the lowest in both marks. And then you see 3 rebounds. That might be among the lowest marks he's put up too. He had 1 against Cleveland, but just a couple different categories.
That's crazy because he has been the best. He's been the best defensive rebounder on the team, and on certain nights been the best rebounder overall when Musa's not completely tearing it up. But because they've been undersized, they've asked Miles to do more on the boards. And so that's, probably doing less shooting, cutting into some of the other stuff. But I just think Miles is naturally going to on this team as the younger guys, as his contract runs out and the younger guys continue to ascend, he's going to become the guy that's like on a given night, he can explode and, give you a great game and help you win a game. But on most nights is going to be less and less noticeable.
Yeah, well, again, good against Detroit. Second game back, not good against Chicago. Second game back after the suspension. We'll see how it goes.
He was good. He was good against Detroit. He was good for a couple swings.
He was good for a couple swings. So was Musa. Very, very different game against Detroit. They'll have a chance to play him again. April 10th. That'll be the second to last game of the season. I know.
Could be a first round preview.
I really don't know what's going to happen with Detroit, though, if they already have the seed locked up. Like if this was the 6th to last game, maybe. But honestly, I'll take the dub. Like, we already got our lick back with Musa charging and Musa and all of that. I want the dub, to be honest with you, because you're going to need everyone that you can get. That'll do it for Locked On Hornets. Thanks for making us your first listen. We're free and available anywhere you get your pods. That includes YouTube. If you watch us on YouTube, then you can see Doug put on the big dub hat, and dramatically so. I don't know if I've ever seen the toss my ball cap like Frisbee move before, but that was fun. I enjoyed that.
I knocked over a lava lamp. Something's on fire over there. I've got to attend to it. We got to go.
Okay. Doug has a baby. But first, we need to tell you about everyhornetsboxscore.com and Yahoo Sports Daily, where they will be talking about Kon Knueppel tomorrow. So go check it out. And I'm Walker Mail. Listen to me, WFNZ, every weekday, 12 to 3 p.m. Sports Radio, 92.7 FM. Have a great rest of your day. We'll be back with you tomorrow.